Look around your bedroom, not your phone, not the screen, your actual bedroom. Because what if I told you, the place where you sleep every night might be draining your money, blocking your luck, and silently pulling poverty into your life? Most people don't fail because they are unlucky. They fail because their environment is poisoning their energy. In Buddhism, your surroundings are not neutral. They either support your karma or destroy it. And the bedroom, where your mind rests, where your future is shaped unconsciously, is the most dangerous place to ignore. Today, I will reveal 6 things that Buddhism warns you must remove from your bedroom immediately. If you want peace, abundance, and progress in life, ignore this, and you may stay stuck forever. Before we begin, like this video, subscribe to the channel, because the wisdom shared here is not taught in schools, not told by friends, and not spoken by society. Now listen carefully. 1. Clutter, the silent creator of poverty. A messy bedroom is never just about untidiness. It is a mirror of a life that has quietly lost control. In Buddhism, clutter is not seen as harmless chaos. It is unfinished karma, frozen energy, decisions delayed, emotions avoided, and responsibilities postponed. Every object you keep without purpose carries a story of hesitation. A shirt you no longer wear but refuse to throw away. Papers you never sorted. Items waiting for a someday that never arrives. And while you sleep beside them, your mind absorbs a single message every night. Nothing is complete. Over time, this silently trains your subconscious to accept disorder, not just in your room, but in your life. Every unused object is a decision you never finished. Every pile of clutter is unresolved tension pressing on your nervous system. Your eyes may ignore it, but your mind does not. Buddhism teaches that the mind seeks clarity like the body seeks air. When your surroundings are chaotic, your thoughts become heavy. That is why cluttered people often wake up tired even after sleeping for hours. Their rest is shallow. Their focus is scattered. Their motivation fades quickly. They work hard, but nothing flows. Money comes and leaves. Opportunities appear and disappear. And they cannot explain why life feels blocked, because the blockage is sleeping in the same room as them. Buddhism teaches a hard truth. What you cling to controls you. Clutter is not physical. It is attachment disguised as comfort. You keep things because of fear. Fear of needing them later. Fear of letting go. Fear of emptiness. But attachment creates stagnation. Stagnation suffocates movement. And a stagnant life cannot attract abundance. Poverty does not always arrive as empty pockets. It often begins as mental heaviness, constant stress, lack of clarity, and emotional exhaustion. When your bedroom is crowded, your mind has no space to expand. When your mind has no space, your destiny shrinks. If your bedroom is full of things you do not need, your life slowly fills with problems you did not ask for. You start feeling overwhelmed for no clear reason. Small tasks feel heavy. Simple decisions feel exhausting. You procrastinate, not because you are lazy, but because your environment has trained you to live surrounded by unresolved energy. Buddhism does not teach luxury. It teaches lightness. A light room creates a light mind. A light mind creates sharp decisions. Sharp decisions change financial fate. When you remove clutter, something strange happens. Your breathing deepens, your thoughts slow down, and for the first time in a long while, your mind feels quiet. That quiet is not emptiness. It is power returning. Remove what no longer serves you. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Because every night you delay, you sleep beside stagnation. And stagnation is how poverty quietly survives without being noticed. Clear the room, and watch how your mind begins to breathe again. 2. Broken or unused items, symbols of failed energy. Broken clocks, cracked mirrors, dead electronics, furniture that exists only to collect dust. Most people see these as harmless leftovers. Buddhism sees something far more dangerous, failed energy that refuses to leave. When you keep broken or unused items in your bedroom, you are not just storing objects. You are storing decay. You are keeping reminders of things that stopped working, goals that paused midway, promises that were never fulfilled. And every night, as you sleep beside them, your subconscious learns a quiet lesson. It is normal for things to stay broken. Keeping broken things sends one powerful message into the universe. I accept what no longer works. Not consciously, but energetically. Buddhism strongly warns against this unconscious acceptance because tolerance is not neutral. What you tolerate externally, you slowly tolerate internally. A broken clock does not just stop time. It distorts your relationship with progress. A cracked mirror does not just reflect your face. It fractures your self-image. Dead electronics symbolize effort without result, motion without outcome. And unused furniture represents space wasted, potential locked, life paused. These objects are not silent. They are speaking to your nervous system every single night. A broken item whispers failure while you sleep. Not loudly, not aggressively, but repeatedly, night after night. It trains your mind to settle, to accept delay as normal, to normalize loss, to believe that fixing things can wait, just like dreams, ambitions, and self-respect. This is how people become stuck without realizing it. They are not unlucky. They are conditioned. Buddhism teaches that the mind becomes what it is exposed to daily. And when your bedroom is filled with broken energy, your thoughts begin to mirror that damage. You start lowering expectations. You stop demanding better. You accept less in money, in relationships, in life. There is a reason people surrounded by broken items struggle to move forward financially. Their environment has taught them to coexist with dysfunction. Poverty is not always about lack of money. It is about accepting decay as normal. A cracked object creates psychological leakage. It drains motivation. It dulls urgency. It weakens discipline. Over time, this shapes a life where effort feels heavy and rewards feel distant. Buddhism does not teach comfort with damage. It teaches responsibility. Either repair what is broken or release it completely. Anything in between is self-sabotage disguised as patience. Look around your bedroom honestly. If something is broken and you have not fixed it, ask yourself why. Is it really about time? Or have you quietly accepted that brokenness deserves space in your life? The moment you remove or repair broken items, something shifts inside you. The mind receives a new signal: I do not live with failure. And that signal changes everything. Because abundance does not enter a space that worships decay. Clear the broken, and watch how your energy begins to stand upright again. 3. Too many mirrors, disturbing your mind and destiny. In Buddhism, sleep is not just rest. It is repair. It is the moment when karma is softened, the mind resets, and the nervous system releases what the day has damaged. That is why the bedroom is considered sacred. But mirrors quietly violate this sacred space. Most people think mirrors only reflect faces. Buddhism understands something deeper. Mirrors reflect attention, identity, and unfinished thought. And when placed carelessly, especially facing the bed, they prevent the mind from ever fully letting go. Mirrors overstimulate the subconscious. Even when your eyes are closed, your nervous system remains alert. Something is watching. Something is reflecting. Your mind does not feel alone. This creates a subtle state of vigilance, not fear, but unease. That is why people who sleep with mirrors facing their bed often wake up anxious for no clear reason. Their body rested, but their mind did not surrender. Buddhism teaches that a mind that cannot surrender cannot heal. And a mind that cannot heal slowly loses clarity, direction, and financial balance. This is why such people experience restlessness. They toss, they turn, they wake up tired. Their thoughts loop endlessly. They replay conversations. They worry about money even while lying down. Over time, this turns into overthinking, not intelligence, but mental noise. A mirror facing the bed creates constant self-observation. The mind never forgets itself. It never dissolves into rest. And when the mind is always watching itself, it becomes heavy. Heavy minds struggle to attract abundance because abundance flows toward ease, not tension. Financial instability often begins here, not in the wallet, but in the nervous system. A restless mind makes rushed decisions. It attracts urgency instead of opportunity. It chases instead of receiving. Buddhism teaches that calmness is the foundation of clarity, and clarity is the root of wise action. Without clarity, effort becomes wasted motion. People work hard, but their energy leaks. They earn, but cannot hold. They plan, but cannot sustain. All because their mind never truly rests at night. One mirror is enough. More than that fragments attention. Multiple mirrors multiply identity. You are everywhere and nowhere at once. Buddhism warns against this scattering of awareness. Your bedroom should allow the ego to dissolve, not multiply. Peace must enter before wealth can stay. When mirrors are reduced, especially those facing the bed, something shifts. Sleep deepens. Thoughts slow. Anxiety loosens its grip. And slowly, life begins to feel less chaotic, less rushed, less unstable. Peace comes first. Always. Wealth follows only those who know how to rest without being watched. 4. Dirty bedsheets and unclean bed, inviting a low-vibration life. This may sound small, almost insulting, something people dismiss immediately. But Buddhism has never been interested in dramatic rituals while ignoring daily discipline. It focuses on the ordinary, because the ordinary is where life is decided. And few things are more ordinary, or more revealing, than the condition of your bed. You spend 1/3 of your life there. Not working, not performing, not pretending, just being. And whatever surrounds you in that state quietly programs your mind. If your bed is unclean, your mind absorbs neglect every single night. You may not think about it. You may not consciously care. But your subconscious records everything. Wrinkled sheets, stale smells, dust, sweat, carelessness. These are not just physical conditions. They are messages. Messages that say, I am not worth effort. I will fix this later. This is good enough. Buddhism teaches that the mind learns through repetition. And when neglect becomes routine, self-respect erodes without you noticing. You wake up heavy, not because life is hard, but because your environment has trained you to live with low standards. Dirty bedsheets represent a deeper decay, lack of self-respect, mental heaviness, careless karma. When discipline disappears in small places, it disappears everywhere else too. People with unclean beds often struggle with consistency. They start things but don't finish. They plan but don't follow through. Their finances mirror their habits, messy, delayed, and unstable. Buddhism teaches discipline not as punishment, but as self-compassion. Cleaning your bed is not about hygiene alone. It is a declaration. I care about where my mind rests. An undisciplined life always struggles financially, not because the universe is cruel, but because discipline builds alignment. When your bed is clean, your mind feels lighter. Sleep deepens. Mornings feel less resistant. Decisions feel clearer. You begin the day from order, not chaos. And that order spreads quietly into your actions, your money habits, your relationships. Wealth does not come to those who demand it loudly. It stays with those who can maintain order silently. Buddhism never separated the spiritual from the practical. The Buddha taught that how you do small things is how you do everything. A clean bed is not luxury. It is respect for consciousness. It is care for the space where your mind dissolves and rebuilds. When your bed is clean, your thoughts slow down. Anxiety softens. And slowly, life begins to respond differently to you. Clean bed, clear mind, better destiny. 5. Work items and money stress objects. A laptop beside the pillow. Files stacked near the bed. Bills hidden under the mattress like a secret you are ashamed to face. Most people call this responsibility. Buddhism calls it confusion of realms. The bedroom is meant to be a sanctuary where the mind releases effort. But when you bring work and financial stress into that space, you are teaching your nervous system that there is no safety anywhere. That rest is not allowed. That struggle must continue even in sleep. Buddhism clearly separates effort from rest. Effort is active. Rest is receptive. When these two collide, the mind never recovers. You may lie down, but you are not resting. Your body is horizontal while your thoughts remain standing. That is why people who sleep beside work items wake up already exhausted. They haven't started the day. They never ended the previous one. Their mind keeps replaying deadlines, numbers, responsibilities, fears. Over time, this creates chronic tension that no amount of sleep can fix. A tired mind attracts bad decisions, not because the person is incapable, but because exhaustion narrows perception. You miss opportunities. You choose comfort over strategy. You react instead of respond. And those small, tired decisions compound into financial loss. Buddhism teaches that clarity arises only when the mind is still. A restless mind cannot see long-term paths. It chases short-term relief. That is how people stay busy but stuck, working endlessly, yet never feeling ahead. When your bedroom becomes a workplace, your soul has nowhere to breathe. Even your dreams become anxious. Your subconscious is constantly reminded of lack, unpaid bills, pressure, unfinished tasks. And what the mind repeatedly sees, it begins to expect. This is how struggle becomes identity. Not because life is cruel, but because rest was never protected. Buddhism warns that abundance cannot enter a space that vibrates with worry. Peace must come first. Peace creates perspective. Perspective creates wise action. Your bedroom should restore you, not remind you of struggle. It should feel neutral, safe, quiet. A place where the mind dissolves instead of strategizing. When you remove work items from your rest space, something subtle but powerful happens. Sleep deepens. Mornings feel less heavy. Decisions feel less rushed. You stop operating from survival and begin operating from clarity. And clarity changes financial destiny more than effort ever will. Remove work from your rest space. Let peace prepare you for success. 6. Photos that trigger pain, loss, or the past. Old heartbreaks, failed relationships, faces that once mattered but now only reopen wounds. Moments frozen on walls that no longer belong to the person you are today. Most people call these memories. Buddhism calls them attachments that refuse to die. And when these images live in your bedroom, the place where your mind dissolves every night, they quietly trap your karma in yesterday. You may not stare at them consciously, but your subconscious does. Every single night. And it never forgets. Buddhism teaches impermanence as a core truth. Everything changes, and clinging to what is past is the root of suffering. Yet most people sleep beside their past like a shrine. They wake up looking at old versions of themselves. Old relationships, old pain, old failures. And then they wonder why life feels stuck. Why energy feels heavy. Why progress feels blocked. Because you cannot move forward while your mind is repeatedly pulled backward. Your bedroom has become a museum of wounds. Photos that trigger pain do not comfort the mind. They reopen emotional debt. Each glance, even unconscious, revives loss. The nervous system relives endings. The heart remembers rejection. This drains emotional energy silently. And poverty often begins emotionally before it ever becomes financial. When emotional energy is trapped in grief, regret, or nostalgia, motivation weakens. Confidence erodes. Risk feels dangerous. The future feels uncertain. People begin choosing safety over growth. Familiar pain over unknown peace. This is how karma becomes trapped. Not through punishment, but through repetition. Buddhism warns that what you repeatedly expose the mind to becomes its reality. And when the bedroom reflects wounds, the mind never fully rests. Sleep becomes shallow. Dreams become heavy. You wake up already tired, not from effort, but from emotional replay. You may work hard during the day, but at night, your energy is pulled backward. Forward motion becomes impossible. You cannot build a future while worshiping memories. Healing does not require erasing the past. It requires removing it from your resting space. Your bedroom must reflect where you are going, not where you were broken. Images of pain do not honor growth. They delay it. Buddhism teaches that peace is not found by holding on. It is found by letting go at the right time. And the right time is when clinging begins to cost you your future. Choose peace over nostalgia. Choose progress over emotional loyalty to pain. The moment you remove those photos, something shifts. The room feels lighter. The mind feels quieter. And for the first time in a long while, your future has space to enter. As we conclude, your bedroom is not just a room. It is a karmic chamber. What you sleep beside is what your life slowly becomes. Remove what drains you. Protect what calms you. Respect where your soul rests. Buddhism does not promise miracles. It teaches responsibility. And responsibility is the first step toward wealth, luck, and peace. If this message opened your eyes, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who feels stuck but doesn't know why. Because sometimes, poverty doesn't come from outside. It sleeps quietly, right next to you.